United States Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem made a trip to the Commonwealth today to survey the flood damage. Secretary Noem was set to fly over Jackson and Beattyville before a news conference in Frankfort. WKYT's Madison Carmouche was the only local reporter to fly along with the Secretary and get an exclusive look from above at the aftermath of the devastating flooding. Madison, what could you see from that aerial view?
Well, Bill, the flyover was an opportunity for Secretary Noem to see the remainder of the damage in eastern Kentucky following the flooding. While we were in the air, we saw a lot of those hollers near creeks surrounded by debris. From the aerial view, it was easy to see where the creeks were trudged out of their banks from the high water levels as well. After the flight, Secretary Noem met with Kentucky officials about the response so far and what is to come.
That's always the most inspiring out of an event like this is neighbors helping neighbors.
Secretary Noem says after flying over damage in Breathitt County, she better understands ways to help the Commonwealth now and in the future.
I think it is important that we need to do at the federal level is a lot of education before events happen. Educating the public on what we can do to be better prepared for these type of disasters.
Governor Beshear says the quick response from Secretary Noem helped local leaders answer the needs of their communities.
And I got to talk with folks that have been through this before, who, because of the experience of going through the worst of the worst in 2022, were ready.
Secretary Noem says she hopes for FEMA to transform into a medium that works for the people.
Is that the people that are closest to the individuals that were hurt or impacted by a disaster are the ones who know what they need more than people sitting in Washington, D.C. do.
Governor Beshear and Secretary Noem agreed party lines were blurred for the benefit of Kentuckians. After landing in Frankfort at the National Guard Armory, Secretary Noem took a tour of the Emergency Operations Center control room.